Heading to Universal Studios Japan? Don't even think about entering the park until you watch this. I'm about to share 7 hacks that will completely change how you experience the park, and most visitors don't even know these exist. These hacks are all about making the most of your day. You'll learn how to skip crowds, discover hidden spots, and have the best time possible without wasting a single minute. And here's something most visitors don't know. You can actually get your ticket cheaper than the official price. Just wait to see how.
5 months ago, we uploaded a YouTube video about 8 mistakes that people make when they visit Universal Studios Japan. However, today is the ultimate video. Since then, a lot of people commented on that video with so many new tips, and we've also had time to research. So this is the ultimate video so you can spend an amazing time at USJ.
Hack number 1, we're already going to start with one of my favorite hacks, and that is to arrive 2 hours before the actual opening time of the park. So obviously different days of the week have different opening times, so you need to check what time the park opens on whatever day you want to go. But say for example on the Wednesday, the park opens at 8. If you get there at 6, not only are you going to be one of the first people in line, but also the secret that most people don't know is that they open the doors, the gates early. So maybe around 7 o'clock, they'll say, go on in everybody.
So this is something that we learned from the other video and people commented. We actually researched to ensure that that's true. And they usually say 1 hour before, which is absolutely insane. This hack links very well with hack number 2, which is about Super Nintendo World. Probably the reason why you are visiting USJ. One of the main reasons why you should arrive early is to get Super Nintendo World for free. Yes, you are hearing it right. You don't really need a time ticket to enter at this time because it's not busy. They will only ask for the time entry tickets once it gets busy, so around 9 AM I think is a fair assumption.
Yeah, when the park opens pretty much. So what you want to do is get there and just run to Super Nintendo World as fast as you can and have the best time of your life.
Literally. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it, so we can't really speak much about Super Nintendo World, but hopefully you can go and you can let us know in the comments how it was. And if you still haven't purchased your ticket to USJ, wait until you listen to the last hack because you are definitely not expecting it.
No one knows this hack. Hack number 3 is single rider lines.
What the hell is that?
Most of the rides you have 2 queues. Now what's the difference? The first queue is the normal one, the super long one where you get to go with your family, friends, partner.
Yeah, partner.
Partner, yeah. Hubby. And the other line is where you get to go as an individual. So, you know, if you're a solo traveler, you'd be like, oh, this is mine. But no, it's for everyone. We can go on a single line, but it just means that we might not be able to sit together or even go on the same cart. We just have to go separately. But it's completely fine if you're going on a ride like the Flying Dinosaur with a 3-hour queue. Sometimes the single line will have maybe just 1 hour. What would you rather? Go together and wait for 3 hours or just meet afterwards and wait 1 hour? To be honest, Bubs, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing of this line is that you may not sit together, as Caro said, or you may sit together. So it's a bit of a gamble.
Because you guys are watching this video, we thought, why not give you guys some bonus hacks that we thought of that so many people don't know. This is a quick one, but where we recommend buying the USJ tickets is in 2 platforms specifically. And I'm gonna tell you this, we use these platforms in everything that we do, all of our travels, all of our bookings, because they've never let us down and we know we can trust them. But also they're really easy to use. So the platforms are trip.com and Get Your Guide. I'm not gonna tell you go specifically to this one because it really depends which one is the cheapest. So you find the links to both platforms in the description.
Hack number 4, master the USJ app for ride times. This is very self-explanatory, but USJ has an app that you can download even before arriving to the park. And this will be of great advantage for you.
In fact, we recommend that you do download it before, create your account, because if you do it on the day, you're gonna spend ages trying to figure out how to use it. But I promise you, it's super interactive and easy to use. You just have to get used to it.
So once you open the app, you're going to get an interactive map of the real USJ. You're going to be able to see and find where all the different worlds are. Now within each world, you can find all the rides. You can also click on them and they will tell you the live waiting time for that specific ride so that you don't waste that time that it will take you walking to that specific ride. And we didn't know this, and I don't know how, but if you download the USJ app, you will have free access to the Wi-Fi of the USJ park. So literally free access all around anywhere you go in the USJ park.
Hack number 5 is to order food before the peak hours. And it might seem obvious, but between 12 and 2 p.m., you're going to see everybody's going for lunch. The queues are humongous. So the best thing to do is to just eat really early, like 11 a.m. or after 3 p.m. And that way, whilst everybody's having their lunch, you can go on the rides because the queues will be reduced in time. And the types of food that you can expect to find in USJ are mainly like fast food. You're gonna find pizza, burgers, churros, hot dogs, everything you can imagine.
I believe they do have some veggie options, but it's not as varied as all the meaty and fast food options. Let's go with hack number 6. And this one is for all the Harry Potter fans out there like Carol.
I'm gonna let Max talk about this because if not, we're gonna be here all day. Because he's not really a Harry Potter fan. You're a hater.
When we were there, we saw people just randomly with a wand pointing and doing some movements towards certain places within the Harry Potter world. And later that day, we learned that there are 8 spots where you can cast spells with a wand. How insane is that? Not only that, but something's meant to happen. So in certain spots, maybe a door opens, maybe some steam comes. So they've made this so calculated to accommodate all the Harry Potter fans.
Sorry, I'm just crying because we didn't do that. And it really upsets me, you know? We need to go back now.
No jokes, Carol is literally
I'm
tearing.
just thinking like, I really would love to do that. I just got really emotional. Can we go back, please?
The images that you are seeing right now on the screen are the 8 spells and the hand movement that you need to do.
You have to be accurate with your hand movement because if not, the spell might not work. But if you struggle, you can always just walk up to a USJ staff member and they might tell you how to do it properly.
Don't worry about remembering these images because in the Harry Potter world, you've got medallions on the floor. Each medallion represents where you need to stand and where you need to face to make that spell, and they will also have the hand movement. But make sure it's not only the wrist like this, but it's a whole arm.
Leviosa.
Incendio!
Oh, that took us to the bonus hack, which is mobile battery rental service. Obviously, when you are in USJ, you're going to be taking videos, calling your family because you can't find them because the park is so big. So you're going to need to have your phone charged at all times. So if you didn't take a power bank, then you're probably going to need to rent a charger. There are 9 locations throughout the park and you need to download an app called Charge Spot. So definitely do that before, create your account, have your card saved there, and that way you can just take a battery charge, put it back when you're done.
Guys, we've reached hack number 7, which is the last hack of this video and probably one of the most important ones. So let's get into it. This one is about buying a cheaper ticket than the official price. How are we going to do this? Timing for this one is crucial because it needs to be either your birthday or the following month. I want to warn you that this is not very straightforward. So if you want, make sure you stop the video right now, go get a notebook, or maybe you can watch this as many times as you want.
And it probably sounds like we're giving you something that's illegal, but I promise you, it's completely legal. It's on the USJ website and people just don't know it exists.
The first thing you want to do is search for the Japanese version of the USJ website. Now don't worry, we've left a link in the description so that you don't have to search for it.
I have to tell you the best way to open the link is on Google Chrome because it will give you the option to translate automatically to your chosen language because I imagine you don't speak Japanese. So this is very important.
Realistically, once you open this link, it's going to tell you everything once you translate it into English, but we are also going to cover it so that it's easier for you. You're going to find a button that says Club Universal. Now you need to register an account. This is completely free and it shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. At some point, either creating the account or buying the ticket is going to ask you for an address. This needs to be the hotel address of your Japan hotel. Remember that if you use another hotel in a different country, it's not going to work. And finally, once you pay for it, you're going to get 500 yen discount on the official price. This is for adults, but kids have different discount prices. And the best part is that you can also buy discounted tickets for all the family members going to the USJ park with you.
What an amazing birthday gift, but I don't even think that's the best part. The best part is that when you go to the park and you tell a member of the staff that it's your birthday, they're gonna give you a pin. And every time they see you with that pin, they're gonna tell you, happy birthday. How cute is that? I want to go to USJ on our birthday.
I love that. That would be amazing. But anyways, if you're not sure what hotels are good to stay near the USJ park, we have written a blog about the best 4 hotels just around the area. They literally take only 2 minutes from the hotel to the park, which are super convenient. So make sure you check the link for that blog.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found our tips helpful. If you did, let us know which one was your favorite in the comments.
And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.